All right, fresh off an impressive 9 awards at the Caribbean Media Awards, award-winning journalist and producer Romardo Lyons joins us now with some of the members of the winning team, Uton West and Courtney Morgan, who's joining us on Zoom to celebrate the achievement and to reflect on their journey. Good morning to you all, gentlemen.
Morning.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Let's see if you remember good. Tell me the 9.
Best News Digital, Best Documentary TV, 4 People's Choice, Excellence in Environment. How much that get?
4. No way you can reach 9. Congratulations, though.
Thank you so much.
When you entered this business, are these thoughts in your head? Did you come in as a journalist, or you come in and say, I'm going to be the greatest journalist they've ever seen? I'm being very serious with that question.
Well, no, I don't know about the last part.
Yep.
Coming in, I just knew I loved writing and telling stories. I wasn't always very confident, and my confidence now is owed to some of the seniors in the business, before me. And I like to name them, people like Giovanni Dennis, and in recent times, Jovan Johnson, Kimon Francis, were Journalist of the Year. So people who reach out and say that, to see the work you're doing and keep it up, that kind of thing just builds confidence over time.
Yeah, without giving away your secret sauce, what is the method that you use in telling some of these stories?
Well, I'm a poet, so I try to be creative even with some serious topics. But, sometimes I have to step back because some topics are just so serious that it demands seriousness. So you can't go in with a lot of puns and comparing stuff to, things that aren't worthy of the seriousness of the situation. But I think my secret weapon is just being creative, being myself, because anybody who knows me outside of journalism knows that I'm a clown. So that comes out in the work sometimes, but that's just my way of doing things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uton, how many times did you look at him and say, no, this can't work. We have to go tweak this differently. And
oh, there are some times. You have to say, do something else or choose another shot.
Yeah.
Because I want to tell it like how you want it to tell, But the synergy nonetheless worked very well. We work very well together, and that is one of the things that I think, anytime we step into the room, we're comfortable with each other. So if something is kind of off, there's no, fear of, or you don't feel any way in saying it to him.
Yeah.
And the same way, if he wants something, so this.
Which is where I want to go, just before Courtney. So when he gives a story, him tell you exactly what he want, or him just say, I have a story here, and I like you cover it with this, cover it with that, or you say, Romario, I like this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this.
There are times, because we bounce things off each other, something I may like and see that it give a beat, it carry out the story, and I'll say to him, and he'll agree.
Yeah.
And so we work well like that.
Love that. Courtney Morgan, award-winning correspondent. Let's talk about your role in making this 9 awards happen.
All right, well, pretty much I was just asked to go and look at some of the issues affecting fisher folk in Alligator Pond. My role was really, as it has always been, just to make sure that I capture their stories, do the interviews that would kind of tell the story and give the kind of impact that Romardo was looking for. So we was pretty much getting good, clean shots, good, clean audio, important interviews to contribute to the story, and I'm happy that the outcome is what it is.
Yeah. Let me help out Romardo as a man who have a memory like an elephant. Best documentary TV, if you're not looking at that region here, best news story digital, best investigative item, all angles, excellence in environmental reporting on vanishing cats, best production on land degradation in Manchester, best news and current affairs reel, best music reel, best comedy reel, best education reel. Which one, if you had to pick out one and say that was the best one for me, which one would you choose?
Best TV documentary.
Best TV documentary. What was it about?
It's called Glamour or Gamble, Unregulated Dentistry. It came from just me scrolling online, TikTok, Instagram, and we saw where a lot of people were complaining about uncertified or unqualified fake dentists who were, wreaking havoc in people's lives in the name of glamour. So, I thought it would be a very interesting story to tell. Plus, I know people who would have gone to these dentists and, paid the price. So it started out as a 3-part story for Primetime News. And at the end of it, we agreed that we had so much material we could do a full thing. Mm-hmm. And we turned it around in a week. It was a lot of work. Wes can tell you, late nights after Primetime News editing, early mornings. And a funny story about the day we were supposed to export the final thing. Wes can come in. Yeah.
Well, on the day when we're supposed to export, well, actually the night, after I finished the documentary, and that was very late in the night, so I set it to export, and I said, boy, I'm tired. So I set it to export and go home. I called Romardo and asked him to check on it because he's able to check on and see. And he said, not see anything. Lord God. I have to get up early in the morning, come back here and realize that something wrong with the machine. And, anyway, we work around it and get it out by afternoon that day. Of course, I remember I got up so early, I just put on my shorts and run come. And I couldn't even go back home. I have to stay at work in my shorts. And, so it was a lot of work, but I enjoy editing that one because also too, I think it was funny. The thing when I get the script, as you had asked before, sometimes you look at it and you look at your footage. You look at your script and you look at the footage and you can tell, this is going to be a good documentary, or this is going to be a good piece, and so that one was indeed the one for me.
Romardo, I want to ask a question about, some of these investigative pieces, because you will make friends along the way, but you'll also make, enemies as well. Does that play on you at all? I mean, beyond journalism, beyond your role?
Yeah, sometimes it's something to definitely, be concerned about, especially because you look to other senior journalists, as I mentioned before, and when you see they do some serious work, the feedback is not always positive, but I guess you have to do it in, tiny steps. You have to know what's the limit. So, for example, with the same dentist documentary, I actually reached out to one of the fake dentists. I didn't go in person, so that was me drawing the line. I did it over the phone, social media, and the youth blocked me from IG, so I said, all right, that's it. So that was one of those,
Courtney, you've been doing this for a little while. How does this make you feel? Because sometimes it's not you get the recognition, It's usually the people in front of the camera, and some people don't even know, say, there's a cameraman there doing some work. How does this make you feel?
No, it's a great feeling. You're right, sometimes we're behind the scene, but I never thought that this would win an award. I never thought it was being entered for an award. So pretty much I just did what I was asked to do, did the assignment as best as I could. That it has won this award and been recognized at this level, it's really a good feeling.
Yeah, brilliant. It's interesting, the question Debbie asked. That was the question I had, because one of our colleagues did a documentary, and I was given a hard time on the road. I mean, I was stopped almost every day, and I was given a hard time. Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the entire team.
And Ivan should be here. Who else should be here?
Yeah.
Ivan Shaw, Stefan Murray.
Yeah.
That's
okay. Congrats, and keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing
Absolutely.
A brilliant job, all three. Award-winning journalist, producer. I guess I can show off and say my colleague, Romardo Lyons, and members of the winning team, Uton West and Courtney Morgan and Ivan Shaw and
Stefan Murray.
Stefan Murray. All right, guys. Yeah.
After the shaking, what is next? So I'm not trying to frighten me. We'll soon come. Stay with us, please.